Pokémon are fierce and dangerous creatures. I mean, just look at this one. Hello and welcome, my Pokédex reporting leaves. It is here now, Pokémon Legends Arceus. But is it really the savior we were all waiting for? Can it actually hold up to the expectations? Well, let's have a look at this brand new game and see if it does. Also, this is a spoiler-free zone, so if you have only watched the trailers and nothing else, this review is safe for you. So, have fun with it. I like to get the bad things out of the way first. And truth be told, there isn't really that much I dislike about the game. Only two things, really. In the beginning, you get a ton of text until you are finally free to play. Now, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't really mind that at all. However, they teach you how to catch Pokemon a whole lot of 3 times. Every tutorial comes in multiple times, which is really unnecessary. If it was story content, fine, but it isn't. They just tell you over and over how awesome you are for being able to catch 3 Pokemon. Something no one has ever managed. And then teach you how to catch them. So in their eyes, you are masterful at catching, but they still need to teach it and everything else around it over and over? That, frankly, was a bit annoying. The second thing is the graphics. For the most part, they are fine. Pretty good for the Switch, actually. But then you get shadows like this. This is Pikachu's shadow in Pokémon Legends Arceus. This is its sprite from Pokémon Red and Blue. Which one is more pixelated? Also, the textures can be very mushy sometimes, which is strange because the same texture is fine in other scenes. Guess it's a loading problem? They might fix this via an update later on, of course. I hope they do. And that actually is everything about the game that I find negative. So, on to the positive stuff. First off, the story starts very surprisingly. Of course, no spoiler here, so I won't say much about the beginning, but if you start the game, you'll be in for a surprise. After that, it moves smoothly at your pace, once tutorialing is over. You can do what you want within the unlocked areas of the game, before you continue the story. And I do like that the game isn't completely open world as well. People always said it's like Breath of the Wild. However, it is more like Monster Hunter. After all, Game Freak never said it was open world, so if you mind that, that's on you. You do have big open areas, don't get me wrong, but you have to unlock new maps via the story first. Which, for Pokemon, is the perfect synergy of open world and story progression. But story progression is not the only thing on your agenda. You also have to fill out your Pokédex, of course. And then not only by catching the Pokemon. This might be the feature I love the most in the game. Each Pokemon has a specific set of missions you have to accomplish. To get its entry, you have to gather some, but not all, of these missions. But collecting these missions is so much fun. And I do like that they don't have the same things for every Pokemon. This gives a lot of diversity to each entry, and that's awesome. Sure, each Pokemon has the number cord thingy. But then we also have stuff like see it use a specific move, defeat them with a specific type of move, and in some cases even a specific side quest must be done. And, what is actually very handy, is that you can focus on a Pokemon in the wild and pull up its Pokédex entry directly to have a look at its missions. Now, that should also be possible in battle, but isn't right now. But I do hope it will be in the future via patches. Doing these missions is not only for the Pokédex entries though. You also get money this way, and more importantly, it goes to your third goal of getting the highest star rank in the Galaxy Expedition team. Raising said rank gives you access to new recipes, especially those for new Pokeballs. As far as I can tell, that is all it does. However, you do wanna get those Pokeballs, so always remember to report to Silene whenever you have enough points for a rank up. Okay, so now let's get into the catching and battling mechanics. You don't have to battle a Pokemon to catch it anymore, with the exception of frenzied Pokemon. And it is so much fun stealthing around and catch Pokemon that I prefer that to battling actually. It just feels so good if you catch a Pokemon without it recognizing you. When it does come to battle, the new battle mechanics give Pokemon a nice breath of fresh air without changing the formula too much. And it works fantastically. The two styles, Agile Style and Strong Style, give a nice new strategic element to it, where you can do stuff like using Agile Style to do less damage, but be able to act again, just to finish off the enemy with a Strong Style move. I hope they add this to the main games as well, because I would be interested in how this would change competitive playing, even though I'm not really into that. Besides all this stuff, you also get a ton of side quests. But these don't only give you rewards. As you progress the story, the village will actually grow, getting new buildings and stuff. And side quests add to that as well, by having you catch Pokemon for people that will actually stay with them. Gradually, the village will grow not only in people, but Pokemon as well. It's not quite village building, which is something I love in RPGs, like Dragon Quest VII for example. But it does scratch that itch a bit at least. And there's also a little bit of interaction with other players. You can find their pouches where they died. And if you find those, you get gratitude points that you can exchange for items. Mainly trade evolution items and evolution stones and stuff like that. But, well, it is very useful. And evolution does not happen automatically anymore. When the Pokemon is ready, you have to go into the menu and do it by hand. Which is nice if you have a Pokemon you don't want to evolve yet. And that is something you might want to have because you want to finish those missions. And if it evolves, well, that's a different entry. So, yeah, that is handy. Gone are the days of mashing B. Also, have a look at how evolution and trading look like. Those are awesome. So, is Pokemon Legends Arceus good? Hell yeah it is. It is more like a spin-off than a main game. So I wouldn't say it's my favorite Pokemon game of the main games. That will still be Black and White, but as a spin-off, definitely. A lot of stuff from it could very well work in a main game. And I do hope that stuff stays in. If you like Pokemon, definitely get this one. It is well worth it. Sure, there are some minor issues, but they do not take away from the fun of it at all. So go for it. And tell me in the comments below what you think about this game as well. I'm really looking forward to your opinions on it. So, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to Psyshield Bash in Agile style at that like button, as well as fulfill your YouTube Dex mission by pressing subscribe and the little bell. Also, check out the links below that lead you to my Twitter and Instagram, where I post stuff and keep you updated whenever I upload a new video, as well as my Twitch, where I play this very game every Friday on 6 PM European time, as well as on Saturdays and Sundays some other games at the same time. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, bye-bye!